What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another video. Today we're gonna be flying the Grand Duke, or not the Grand Duke, I'm sorry, the Turbine it is. So let's just check out the interior here. It's not a bad looking aircraft. I haven't flew this plane in a while, so let's you can open the luggage, get the luggage open. This does have an iPad too, with a bunch of different features in it. So a lot of failures. You can pretty much set this up any way you like. We're gonna just use the regular avionics yet. I'm still learning how to use. I want to learn. I believe it's the KX115B. I do have that installed. I just never used it yet. However, definitely looking forward to trying that. Yo, what's up, Will? How you doing? Welcome aboard. Look at you on the Monday stream. Well, here always. All right. Well, welcome aboard. Thank you for stopping by our Monday stream. All right. Let's see here. We're gonna go check out the back. It's Monday, guys. It's Monday. I usually do Monday streams, but haven't done them in a little while. Sometimes I don't. This is a beautiful aircraft, I gotta say. I think this thing stays out this step, right? Until the landing gears retract it. We're gonna have to check that out and see if that's a true statement or not. Anyway, let's remove this and get this started here. Oh, actually, let's go through the checklist and make sure I'm doing everything right. That is, you have to download it separately, but it's, this little green one, it's kind of like an old school, kind of matches the exterior of this aircraft here. That, right here, the, KX115B, if you confirm that, it will actually change these to that rate. Maybe I'm mistaking it. It's, oh, this KLN90B, I think it is. I might have been mistaking the wrong one here. Hold on. Oh yeah, this one. This is what I was talking about. I'm sorry about that. It's the KLN90B is what I was thinking. I don't know. I had that confused. I apologize. Maddie, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Welcome aboard. We're going to get started here. So I do have a flight plan put in here. It says we have to bring block fuel of 455. So let's just calculate that real quick here. We'll do 455 kg versus pounds.
What would you like to convert from?
Okay, that's not. Let me put it in manually, I guess. I'm just gonna 445 kg to pounds. That's 9. Should be total of. That should be plenty of fuel. Let's just take a little bit more. Forward center of gravity though, right? I don't want to overdo it here. That should be good. It's only a 40-minute flight, so. Alright, we got our fuel. We're taking 5 passengers north of where we're at here. Cargo's 255. We'll be departing on 02 right. That's the winds are coming out of right now, so that should do it for us. All right, let's go ahead and do a pre-trip. We did that, right? We did the locks are removed. We did that. Secure seatbelts. Let's do that. Luggage is secured and checked. Nose luggage section. Parking brake is set. Electricals are all off in the off position. All this is off and checked. Our oxygen is good. All circuit breakers are in and not popped. These are pushed off and checked. Fuels shut off and checked. Normal and checked. Test is good and the green checked. This is in the off position and checked. Flaps are up and checked. Flight idle is in the idle position and checked. Power levers are in the high power. Fuel is in the cutoff and trim is in the neutral. Fuel selectors are both on and checked. Alright. Alright, before start. Beacon on, check. Master battery is coming on and checked. Fuel quantity are both checked and in the 80s. We did check the fuel quantity before starting. Alright, let's see. Illuminated and checked. Illuminated and checked. Battery 1 is checked, right? And the voltage is showing. Checked. Battery 2, let's check that now. Is checked and showing. Let's go to both. Checked. This is in auto and then on, right? So alright. Alright, that's checked. Alright, that's checked. Okay, so this goes in the auto. We're going to start with the right here. ITT is spiking. Whoa, that's really a hot start. Oh boy. That was not supposed to be like that. Oh boy. I think I just screwed up that as a hot start. Let's check the right engine here. Oh yeah, I burnt that engine out. Alright, I screwed up that engine, so I just fixed it. Let's try that again. So starter on. Let's see what we're doing here. Alright, let's start. So 15 for the buzz bolt. Check. This is for 15%, right? So we're gonna wait for that to go up to 15%. Let's try this again. Let's go we go these are gonna be left and right to auto. Alright, so now I feel like we should put fuel. Fuel should be on, right? Wait for the NG to come up here. ITT up. There we go. That's a good start. I think that's good. And now we do it again. So we'll go on, fuel pump, generator. All right, checked. Did that. ITT checked, right, checked. Generator is on and checked. Voltage is good and checked. Side is in the on check position. Checked. Where's our battery? Our battery's in the green. That's good. Our right engine got screwed up here. All right, let's set up our flight. What's the temperature? It's a little hot today, so we'll go ahead and put cooling on here. We're climbing up to 10,000. Let's go up to 14,000 here. All right, let's put in the flight plan. Pretty simple flight plan from Navigraph, so let's go to, we're gonna go out. We're gonna be departing 02. Our first waypoint will be CTT. And our next one will be A Oh, actually, you know what? We'll just go ahead and put in our arrival here. So it's going to be okay. We're going to be arriving on 36 on our RNAV, I believe. Hi, Princess. What are you looking for? Alright, there we go. What's this? CTT? Oh. Okay, so... yeah, this is good. Alright. Should be alright. Altitude set. Let's see how we do here. Alright, we're good to go here. Let's go. Okay, yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Will. I will definitely give that a look. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay. Just gonna cruise down here and then make a right. It's a lot harder to taxi this plane, that's for sure. P2, what's up? Flying the PMGD today, Discord. Oh, nice. Very nice. Whoa, what the heck? I hope I didn't damage my landing gear with that bump. Oh yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's definitely really sensitive on the rudder. Actually, that's a pretty comfortable temperature. Battery temperature's good. Air conditioning is off for now. Alright, here we go. We are ready for takeoff. Let's do flaps coming down 1. We will take on landing lights. Taxi light can come off. And go ahead for strobe. Alright boys, we're ready. Yeah, the PMGD is a nice aircraft, man. It really is. I've been flying a lot of airliners, so it's kind of tough to get started with these other ones here. So run up. We're not gonna do run up. We'll say we already did, right? So takeoff is gonna be here. Brakes. Gotta tap. Just checking everything before we go. Okay, cool. And landing lights are going off. Okay, cool. Here we go, guys. Power set. 60 knots. Cross check. Here we go. 80 knots. Positive. Here we go. Pulling back. Alright. Tap the gear. Coming up. Flaps up. Landing lights are coming off here. Okay, air conditioning coming back on. Alright, we're gonna go VNav, autopilot, PS. The VNav here. After checklist. We already did that, right? So after takeoff. Where's the after takeoff? After startup? Okay, props, RPM, 290, power, anti-ice is required, temperature. Alright, so 290, that's some torque. We're climbing about 11,000. Autos off, doors are closed, ice is required. Okay, so far so good. All the engines are good. Alright, let's go ahead and put on some headphones so we don't go deaf here. It's a little bit louder than a lot going on in a short amount of time for takeoff there. That's a little bit better. A little bit more peaceful that way, right? So what's up, everybody? Welcome aboard. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, consider subscribing. We are an aviation enthusiast channel, and we are climbing up to 14,000 feet in the Duke, headed to a regional airport north of us, about 40 minutes. We do have a a descent locked in here, so should be a relatively easy flight today. I don't know if we're going to need any kind of anti-ice. We are going to be approaching clouds. Let's see, what is our outside temperature here? It's still relatively warm, right? 60. It's still about 60 degrees outside. Let's see how we do. I don't think we'll have any ice, but as we get up to a higher altitude, we might, if there's still clouds up there. We might have to worry about that when we get there, right? So we got our differential pressure set here in the cabin. We're going to be going up to 14,000 feet. We got it set for around about 450 cabin altitude. We're climbing pretty good. I'm doing a pretty slow climb, so our differential pressure doesn't change too drastically. But we should be fine with 14,000 since we're doing a slow climb. The cabin pressure should match, and should be absolutely fantastic. I don't think we have anything else really to do. Let's just check. Let's see what our cruise setting is once we get up there. So if you're not familiar, this is the Grand Duke. It's a great aircraft for sure. Definitely recommend it. It's loud though in here for sure. 7,000 feet, continuing. We got a 2985 in the box for our barometric pressure right now. Landing lights are off, strobe lights are on, beacon lights on, nav lights are on, gears up, flaps are up. We are in clean configuration. We're climbing 1,000 feet per minute, headed up to 14,000. And yeah, welcome aboard. I hope everybody's doing good today on the Monday. We have, let's see, how many miles to our waypoint here? If you look down here, it says ETA 24 minutes right there. To our destination is 74 miles, and our current elevation is 426 feet from our elevation. Where's our next waypoint information? I can't see that here. Oh, 75 miles to our waypoint. So we got a little bit of ways to go. I don't know where our top of descent is. It doesn't look like we have one. Let's check the flight charts for what airport we're going to. We're going to be descending into 36 right, so, you know, approach. It's going to be an RNAV approach. – 2,500 feet we got to be at by woke. Oh yeah, so it's correct. We just got to follow these flight altitudes when necessary. By this waypoint, so we got 19 miles to descend to here once we hit this. So half of this will descend, I guess, right? I guess that's how we'll do it, right? Going to start teaching myself how to VOR fly with the radios. Yeah, it's kind of fun to do that. I want to start learning that myself. It seems like it's a really cool thing. You can get in the radios here, you can get a distance from your nav of your next waypoint if you put in the right frequency to that waypoint. So if you have, like, let's say this here, I don't know if it comes up with information for that, but let's say we wanted to go to this, we can type in the frequency for BWG, and then we can put in a heading, and then we can find out how many distance we are from here with the frequency of the radio. And as we get closer, it will count down the miles until we hit that. It's a pretty cool feature. And if you see here on the map, these are airways up here, like J73, and then of course the route that we're heading is 344 heading, 81 miles, right? So it gives you kind of an idea of what to do. I was going to actually head to this CCT waypoint. Now I think if we put in 109.8, we should be able to see what distance we are from that in the radios, right? So let's say we go to nav 1 and we can tune in a frequency here. So let me go back to our, so it's going to be 8, activate that, and now we activated that. I don't know if it will show it or not. Or is it the frequency on here? RNAV, right? Okay. So I don't know. I gotta figure that out. I honestly still don't know exactly how to do it. I know it's something like that, but we do have a modern avionics which is telling us 61.8 miles out. We're at 12,800 feet, climbing up to 14. 14 is a little bit high. We gotta have some time for descent too, so we'll start descending in another 30 miles or so. There's 1,000 feet to 14,000. Let's go ahead and hit our barometric pressure once again for 2982. And we are cruising. I really like these planes, but they're a little bit loud, man. You know what? The airliners are really starting to get. I'm getting into, you know. I really wish any built would have the airliner for a cheaper cost, you know. So we are almost at yeah, we're at flight level 410. So now we'll just keep an eye on our speed. Let's see what it says for our cruising settings, right? So now we're at cruise. Got that. Auto to off. Okay, so we were supposed to put that on to auto until we got to cruise. That was my fault. We didn't do that. We were already there. these are both closed, which were supposed to be open apparently. Anti-ice as required. There's no ice going on right now. It's still pretty relatively warm out. Windshield ice is also off because there's really nothing going on with that. Pitot heat as required. Really, it's not necessary right now. And that is as required. We're good with that. Fuel quantity 66 in check. And RPM. So we can do prop RPM to 2000. So we can actually start bringing down the prop RPM here to 2000 for cruise. It should quiet down the plane a little bit here. This is the kind of thing that I like about these twin is you can kind of adjust them to work pretty well. Power level 1150 pounds, right? So I guess that would be what, torque? We could go higher on the torque if you wanted to. So let's not too high on the ITT. We'll do about 700 here. 701. There we go. There we go. And let's see. Our cabin temperature is currently 71 degrees, which is pretty relatively comfortable there. And now let's check our pressurization is at 0 for climb rate. And our differential pressure is looking good. We're a little bit about 4,000 feet in our cabin altitude, which is fine. And everything else is good. Performance, recorder, right on. Looking good, right? Alright, we're good, we're good. I don't really know how to use the Performer yet, but this is a great tool to have. This kind of calculates and lets you know how much distance you have for fuel and all that stuff. I did not set this, but this is pretty much like the way you can tell how much fuel you have and all that stuff. So 44 miles out. We'll cruise here for a little bit. We're picking up some airspeed, which is fine. And yeah. Cabin pressure is good and checked. We have to put that back down when it's time. So on our descent, we'll have to make sure we check all these. So right now we're okay. We're looking good. What's our outside temperature here? So for Fahrenheit, it looks like 25, which is, I guess we could take the pitot on just in case. We do have some clouds. Don't want to have any issues with that. Everything else will keep off unless we run into ice, which doesn't look like we're going to have any. Relatively warm, like I said. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, I got home from work early, so I decided to do a little bit of a flying with the Duke today. As you can see here, we put the pitch trim power on, and then we can set the autopilot. We put nav and altitude hold. Basic autopilot, nothing too crazy. We can go in the back and take a look. Yo, Grimmin, how you doing? Turbo, all about the... Yes, yes, yes. 15 is operation. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Let's see. 15. 1150 is... I don't know what that is, though. I still don't really know what that is. Adjust with props. Okay. Okay. So... interesting. Well, I think we're looking good. Bring your torque up to prop back down. Okay, so we have our... prop back down. Oh, so we should put our torque higher? Is our torque too low right now? Should we go higher on our torque? So this is our torque value up here, so we can bring that up to 1150. I didn't know that. But is that going to over-temp our ITT is the question. Let's bring our torque up here. Okay, so we'll bring our torque up to 1150, and we'll bring our prop back down. We're just gonna slowly push it up. There we go. 1150, huh? All right, so that's good to know. I'm gonna write that down so we have that. So, what the Duke is gonna be torque 1150 ITT no higher than 750 and prop right is going to be 2,000 for cruise. All right, cool. So 1150. Yes, because you are bringing the props down at the same time. Uh-oh, we're overspeeding. Oh boy. Pulling off some power here. I was overspeeding for a minute there. I guess at this flight level for 14,000 feet, about 980 is good. Our props, we can bring our torque back up a little bit here. To 2,000. There we go. All right, that's looking good. We're right on that money. Right on that money. We might bring a little bit more power back here. Let's see how it goes if we get an overspeed warming. We're right on that red line. So 14,000 feet. It's warmer today too, so 970 on torque. Just a little bit of stuff I'm learning. Very good. Where are we at here? About 19 miles out. We're going to start probably our descent, actually. So once we turn on this waypoint, we're going to start descending. Another 18 miles before top of descent. Yeah, it is super loud outside. Actually, it's loud inside too, but I put on the headphones to quiet it down a little bit. It's hard to get a good thumbnail, right? I gotta fix my hair there. All right. Almost on our top of descent. This is super loud for sure. For sure. I do love this plane, man. I really do. But I love all the planes, so can't go by me. I'm one of those guys, you know. Alright. So let's see, what is our descent rate going to be then? Yeah, the Phenon is awesome too, but they just updated the PMGD. I mean the 146 Professional. So, okay, so we have to turn descend. Okay. This is going back off, which we already have it off, so that's checked. Oil doors are closed, and that is also checked. Anti-ice as required, closed, and that is also checked. Power lever reduce, and yeah. We didn't do anything with this anyway, so that's checked. And anti-ice as required, which is also checked. Alright, for the approach, seatbelt signs are secure and fastened. Cabin altitude pressure, we will have to check all that. We'll continue with that approach checklist momentarily. Alright, so once we turn on in 5 miles, we'll reduce our power and slow this plane down and start our descent. Hey, Grimmin, what power setting is good for descent with the Duke? Alright, let's go ahead. Let's see, our next waypoint, we want to be at Lucy at 2 miles, so we'll try to descend to 5,000 feet now. Or let's just go down to 2,500. I have no idea, I don't have it. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Alright, so we're gonna pull out power. I thought you knew, that's why you're telling me the settings. Okay, no problem, no problem. We'll figure it out though. We'll go ahead and pull power out here. I don't want to pull too much out, but we're gonna start our descent now. And we'll put in the prop RPMs back up a little bit here. Under 10,000 feet, we'll go ahead and continue our approach with our checklist. So, seatbelt signs are fastened. We got our descent briefed, and we know what to do. Grand was 30 years ago. Okay, no problem. So we have 15 miles to descend here. We're gonna just continue to descend. We're gonna be coming through some clouds here. Just gotta watch our airspeed. It's 12,000 feet coming out of. Once we get to 10,000 feet, we'll go ahead and, well, we'll just get prepared now. Go ahead and turn the landing lights on. And then our cabin pressurization system is gonna be coming down shortly here too. We'll go back to SL. $11,000 feet coming out of, doing 140 knots. Looking good. We'll go ahead and put the sounds back on so we can hear what's going on with the engines. Alright, 11 miles to our next waypoint. Let's get that checklist back out here. So, for our descent, we have oil doors closed as required, reducing power, we did that, and right? For the approach, we got sets of seatbelt signs, cabin pressurization is checked, and we are on the lower. Fuel quantity is the on position and checked. 25, we're at 57 gallons, so we're good with that. And they're both balanced and checked. Beacon light, well, reconnaissance light, I should say, is on and checked, right? Windshield heat is off and checked. Pitot heat is coming off and checked. Cabin temp is going back to the off position and checked. Auto is going back on and checked. Anti-ice is as required and checked. Flaps to approach setting, which is going to be our next step. Alright, 9,400 feet. Everything is set and ready to go here. We can lower our rate of descent now. We'll get a visual approach and take autopilot off and fly the rest of the way in here momentarily. Looking good. Love that. Alright, we got to put those on for landing. RPM and prop and everything, so let's see. Prop is going back up in a second here. We got our checklist out for landing. Go ahead and turn flight controls off for a second. One mile out. Our next waypoint, 2,500 feet. We're at 6,300. Looking good. Let's see how many miles we have to our next waypoint. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and check. All right, our final waypoint distance is 8 miles to get to 2,500 feet. And we're looking good for that so far. We'll have to keep an eye on our airspeed as indicated. Once we turn on final, we'll go ahead and get the fuel wing pumps to back on here on the bottom. Auxiliary pumps will come on. And then we'll adjust flaps. We'll put our RPMs back up to 2,190. And everything else should be good. Oil doors are going to come open as well, and landing lights. Okay, so we got everything set here. Very good. We got a little bit of do before landing the Duke, so we'll just go ahead with the checklist. Once we get to 2,500 feet, we'll turn on to our final. Just keeping an eye on our distance, 15 miles out, 4,800 feet, descending 2,500 feet. Altimeter is set for 2983. Our current temperature is 64. Our ground temp looks like it's starting to climb up to about 80 or so. Oh, 60 degrees right now. Slightly chilly out. It's probably up in the 70s, I guess so. Oh no, don't tell me it's gonna quit on me again. Don't do it. We are so close and we're doing so well. Let's get on the ground, boys. All right. All right, so for our departure brief, if we do missed approach, we'll have to come back around to 36. We'll go up and back. If we have any engine failure, we're going to stay committed at this point to this airport. There is one to our left. It is Nashville Regional. We do have 23 on the runway heading for that. If we have any issues, we can always go to the left here. There's another airport on final. It's a little bit closer. All right, boys, we're doing it. 2,900 feet. RPMs are coming back up. $2,190. There we go. All right, props are full. Keep an eye on our airspeed. And we'll go ahead. Auxiliary pumps are on. Oil doors are open and checked. We don't have landing gear down just yet. We got another 9 miles before we turn onto final here. We can go ahead and put more power in. It's going to get a little bit louder. Next one is going to be 1,000 feet right over the runway, so we'll go ahead and put that in for this next waypoint here. We want to be around 1,000 feet. We won't start a descent to 1,000 feet in the meantime. We'll leave it alone. Wow. That's not bad, right? Not bad at all. Not bad at all. What Boeing did you fly? Alright, 5 miles out before we turn. Making dinner and watching. Awesome stream and just had an awesome flight in the Cessna 310. Alright, Mike Coffey's in the house. Welcome aboard. Thank you for hanging out and watching. Appreciate it. And thank you for saying that. And I'm glad you had an awesome stream in the 310. I wish I can lend you my aircraft. I really love the Duke, man. It's a great aircraft. Definitely a nice plane. Alright, we got 2 more miles and we should be turning on final. We're gonna take the power back out and slow down again here. And I'm gonna descend again. So I'm just adjusting my power settings as we're turning on final here. I don't want to take too much power out because we're going to put flaps soon. So let's go ahead and start descending, a shallow descent. 140 in the box here. Alright, we got 5 more miles to our next waypoint, so we should be alright. I'm just going really slow on our descent. And once we get the airport in sight, we should be alright here. Should be a runway directly in front of us here. Runway in sight. Alright, so the runway's in sight. We're going to go down to our altitude here. I'm going to slow the plane down. We're going to go down to 1,000 feet. Gears coming down. I should slow us down here. Landing lights are on. And fuel pumps are on. We got our oil doors are open and checked, and now we just need to disconnect the autopilot. All right, flaps set, disconnect the autopilot, nav is off. We're gonna hand fly it the rest of the way, boys. Just keep an eye on our airspeed here. Check our altimeter set for 2981. We are clear to land. Confirming 36 for our landing runway here. 1,300 feet. Miles out to our waypoint, 2,000 feet. Oh, we're good. We're looking good. We're a little bit low, but nothing too crazy. Just got to add a little bit of power here. little bit right of the runway here. Flight director, we don't need that on. Flight director's off right now. Yep, we're trimming. Flaps going full. Here we go, boys. About to do it. Man, the glitching is like a little bit weird. Try to get that nose down a little bit here. You gotta watch your power setting with this aircraft because it is a turboprop. So you take a little bit of power out and it starts to, it takes a little bit of time to put it in and take it out, you know? Here we go, boys. Not too bad. All right, let's put those flaps back up. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Maddie. Yeah, I thought it wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad at all. Those landing lights back off. Go park at the hangar. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Not too bad, right? I mean, I haven't flew this too much, but it seems all right. It seemed not too bad. I enjoy this plane for sure. All right, fuel pump can come off. These can go back to auto. These can come off. Whoops, I'm over here taxiing on the grass, not paying attention. Alright, landing lights are off, taxi light is on. Got the fire truck out here. Wasn't me. That was not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, let's go taxi and shut it down. Park over here in the light. Park next to the TBM. How's that for a thumbnail? That's not bad, right? Alright, let's go ahead and set the parking brake, and let's go for shutdown here. So, parking brake is set. Avionics. We can shut off here. Electrical system, nav off, pitch trim is off, beacon is off. These are all off. Check. Generator off. Flight idle is checked. Feather props. Condition levers to cut off. On fire. For real. What a beautiful plane, right? I gotta say, it is an awesome plane to fly. Definitely highly recommend. Alright, so we can go ahead and turn everything else off, right? Battery, right? Where's the battery at? This is off, that's off, that's off. Oh, inverter's off. Battery 1 is there, and panel lights, that is off. Am I missing the battery? I thought the battery was... Oh, I think that's it, right? Yeah. I think it just takes a minute for it to shut down, right? Alright, cool. I think that's it. Is there a battery I'm missing here? Batteries are... Oh yeah, that's the battery, so it is off. Okay, cool. Yeah, Maddie, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, P2 Simulations. Thank you, Grimmin. Thank you, Mike Coffee, and Willie. All of you guys for hanging out with me and flying the Duke today. We're back, man. Flying the Duke. What a beautiful aircraft. Definitely worth the money, and a lot of cool things to learn. You have failures. You have... I mean, this thing is just too advanced for me to even start talking about it without sounding like a complete, you know, Mama Luke. I don't even know what I'm saying half the time. But beautiful aircraft. Definitely worth the money if you're into a study level aircraft. This is probably one of the best ones in the sim to date as of now. You know, but hey, you know, if you're into twins, definitely consider picking this one up. But if you're looking to save money, there is a cheaper way. There's one, you can do the King Air upgrade, right, for 25 bucks. Or, but I mean, dude, honestly, even this one, you can, if you're not into the turbos, or you do want a turboprop, you know, it's really up to you guys. But I love the Duke. I think it's a great and fantastic aircraft. Black Square and Just Flight do a fantastic job. And yeah, that was an awesome flight, and really enjoy this plane, and I enjoy to learn more about it and how to fly it. I'm still new to this aircraft, but we did the best I know how to do, and I hope it wasn't too bad. And thank you guys for flying with me. Have a good night. Hey, good night, Maddie. Appreciate you. As always, Dustin D, God bless. And I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Thanks for watching. Mike Coffee, thank you. Bye, buddy. Have a good night.